And today we will continue to look at this important subject of emotions. Yesterday, Nita took us through the topic of choosing our feelings versus being emotional, and how when we are able to choose our feelings instead of allowing the emotion to take over, then this is a first step in the transformative process. So it's a sure sign that we are beginning to transform our old ways of thinking. We are transforming the way we see ourselves. We are transforming the way we see others and the world outside. And so this is a step forward in the right direction, because we all wish to have control over our mind, control over our emotions. We all wish for stability. We all like to be calm and peaceful. So today's topic is emotional intelligence. And Mike says that emotional intelligence is an oxymoron. And what it means is that it sounds like a contradiction in terms, because usually when one is emotional, then it's very difficult to make clear decisions or important decisions or intelligent choices. And when one is making clear decisions, then obviously one is not affected by emotions. So what is emotional intelligence and how do we use it in our lives? We are constantly faced with challenges on a daily basis. And some days it may feel like, the challenges are every hour. And life can feel overwhelming. It's as if there's so many decisions to make sometimes, and how do we know we are making the correct decisions? How do we know we are making the correct choices? And so how do we remain unaffected, uninfluenced by the negativity that surrounds us? We're constantly bombarded with things we see on social media, with things we see on the news. How do we know what's fake? How do we know what's truth? And so how do I maintain my stability when everything else seems so unstable? And one of the aspects Mike looks at is false beliefs. And these are usually created in childhood. And there are many false beliefs we carry into adulthood. And so generally, we are taught critical thinking from a young age. We are taught to compete. We are taught to compare. And there's always this feeling that I'm never good enough or I'm never enough. And we carry this subconsciously, maybe if not consciously, into our adulthood. And so there's a constant strive for perfection. There's a constant strive for survival. And so there's a constant anxiety, worry, fear. And so the number one misbelief or false belief is that I am this body. I am this physical body. And the truth is, this physical body is an instrument. And once we have the awareness that I am a soul, a living being, a point of light that's situated in the center of the forehead, and my original qualities are of peace and love and joy, and that I am eternal, then it's a huge relief. On one hand, there's the understanding that if the soul is eternal, then I can never die. Yes, the body can be hurt, can be harmed. The body is made up of 5 elements. And yes, the body has a lifespan. But I, the soul, am eternal. And I, the soul, can never die. And my qualities are of peace. And so the question arises, if the original nature of the soul is peace, then why is the world so peaceless at present? And yes, we are all aware of the war that's happening in Russia and Ukraine, and one wonders, where is the awareness of soul consciousness? And that's what's happened. The awareness of soul consciousness has been completely forgotten, completely embedded or covered up in the awareness of the body or the consciousness of the body. So I am this nationality, you are that nationality. And so it's a barrier we create that we are different. And so that's a false belief that we've created, and hence false beliefs create problems, as we've seen. But when I come back to this awareness that I am a soul, this creates a very high vibrational energy. And yes, if the rest of the world is going in one direction and I'm making this effort, it's important that I continue making this effort, because this has a ripple effect. It's very incognito and subtle, but my practice and the awareness of being a soul, by tapping into the resource or the reservoir of peace that's inside, and then connecting with the supreme source of power, the divine, I'm able to draw power into the world and allow this power from the eternal parent to filter out to all souls in the world. And when I do this, when I maintain this practice, then I'm able to step into my calm and my peace and into my power of peace. And all I need to do is take moments in my day. I may not have time to sit for 30 minutes of meditation, but every hour or twice in the hour, every half an hour, I can take a minute for myself. When I have a water break or a stretch break, to quickly remind myself of the peaceful being that I am, and to connect with the supreme source of power, the powerhouse, this support that no one else in the world can provide. There's a lovely triangle that I find very useful. And as you can see, it contains the 3 points. So the first point is I, the soul. And the second point is the supreme soul, or the supreme source of power. And the third point is the drama of life. And so when things get overwhelming, I put a full stop. I literally say stop in my mind when things are all too much. And then I remind myself of the peace that I am, and simply breathe and remind myself that I am peace. And when I say these words, I begin to activate that reservoir of potential that's inside of me. And I remind myself that I belong to the supreme source of power, the supreme parent. I am the child of this one. And I take power. I take the support. And when I do this just for a few seconds, every half an hour, then when I do come back to play my part in the drama, I have more clarity and I'm coming from a state of calm. And I'm not coming from a state of being overwhelmed by my emotions. And so, yes, everything in the drama is constantly changing. And the drama is never constant. It's always changing. It's not permanent. Nothing is fixed. Nothing and no one is fixed. And nothing and no one is mine. The only thing that I possess is myself, my awareness, and my qualities. My qualities are of peace and love and joy. No one can take that away from me. These are all my qualities. And so it's everyone else also has these qualities. And my connection with the Supreme Source, no one can take away from me. And so I find this triangle very useful, especially in times when life gets overwhelming, when there's too much in the drama and too much is happening, when there's so much negativity on the news. Everyone is judging and pointing fingers, and no one wants to take responsibility, and on and on and on. But I just need to step back from the world drama and step into that silent, sacred space. So I will stop there for now. And if there are any comments or questions, please feel free to share them. Aruna or Nita will take your questions or address your questions. This is a recording, so I am not able to be with you live. But if there are any questions, please feel free, and the rest of the team will help you. So I hope you found this lesson useful, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. Take care.
So thank you so much for that recording, Nita. And I think Ashina really just covered so much regarding the soul and the importance of really understanding the consciousness, the awareness that we constantly have to be maintaining. And I love the triangle of the self, supreme soul, and the drama, that the drama will continue doing what it needs to do, but I need to check what is the state of my being and keep on connecting to that inner qualities that are mine, and then connecting to that supreme soul so that I can draw that energy and that strength and keep filling the being with that power and that strength, that peace, the calm, and then sending out those high vibrational thoughts and energy that I have accumulated and share that to the world. So I hope you've had a moment to think about some questions, some thoughts, any comments that you would like to make. Please feel free to unmute and share, or you can put it on the chat as well. Anyone have any questions?
Sister, I'd like to say thank you so much. I think it really, the triangle really did make a lot of sense. You know, at one side, I'm just in one corner and then the Father is there. So it made so much of sense knowing that every time, you know, I'm in the problem station, you know, the mind is always, you know, maybe racing with things coming at me. So I need to just get to that space and, you know, connect again. And I think I'm surely going to keep that triangle in my mind, you know. It was very, very interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, and it's true, because then what happens is it takes us away from our own state of being, where we want to be, and we sort of work on it to say that, you know, I like to remain in that peaceful state and respond to whatever situation, whatever challenges, whatever negative energy I'm getting from others, so that if I maintain my awareness about myself, I can then rather respond in a positive way, rather than letting the mind go into all different directions, and that energy then distorts my own mind. And then I don't know where I'm, you know, they say, I don't know whether I'm Arthur or Martha. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where to actually respond from, and actually give some positive energy, some positive vibrations, my attitude, because all of that then others can draw from it. The situation can be calm, the situation can be peaceful, because I'm then generating this energy through my response, through my attitude, you know, those high vibrational thoughts and energy that I have within me and that I've created and stored, that I can use that, rather than, you know, losing that power. Anyone else? So all of you are going to be strong and stand strong. Doesn't matter what happens around you, who gets upset, and whatever is happening in the environment, that you're going to maintain your awareness about yourself, the soul, that strength that you have within you, that qualities of peace, love, happiness, that is your true identification, and that you will constantly generate high vibrational thoughts, high vibrational energy, and add that to the environment, add that to whatever is happening around you, and you are able to then calm the situation. You are able to help, because yes, whatever is happening might be 1,000, 100,000 miles away from where you are, and you think, okay, how can I help? And this is where, when we are soul conscious, when we stay in that awareness of being the soul, I generate that energy. And remember that triangle, the soul and the supreme soul. So I then connect to that energy of the supreme soul and allow that strength and that power to then start to distribute into the world. So no matter where the situation, wherever there is the requirement of that wonderful, good thoughts, pure thoughts, good feelings, peaceful feelings, calm feelings, that I'm able to generate my energy, the power of my mind, the power of my thoughts, generate that energy of peace and love and happiness, and allow others to experience it. So there is a way that we can, when we maintain our own state of well-being, when we are in this state of peace and love and happiness, I'm able to help others. I can't say that, what can I do? I'm sitting so far away. I'm not in the middle of the situation. What can I do? But really, through our good wishes, our pure feelings, our attitude of pure and positive thoughts, we are able to generate that energy. So really just continue with creating well-being, that awareness of the self, and that realization that who am I? I am this peaceful. My true identification is that I'm a peaceful being, I'm a loving being. And so then I can generate that energy and I can transcend, that means change. I'm able to do that. The Mike broke up the word transformation into transcend, form, and action. So really, let us be those change agents that transform the situations that we are surrounded with, the negativity, the chaos, whatever is happening out there. Let me be in control of my own feelings, my own well-being, and so they generate that energy. And I hope that all of you have taken that enthusiasm and intoxication from Sister Saris, and being 85, that she still continues having such a high energy, and constantly dances with this energy of being in the company of God and allowing the energy of God to influence her and to allow her, to help her to influence the surrounding. And she has, I'm not sure, I think she at one point said about 500 people that are on her WhatsApp group. And on a daily basis, she is sending them positive thoughts. Someone who is being troubled through or going through something, and she messages them. And so at 85, that she's not able to go out physically, but that sitting in her home with her phone and using WhatsApp, that she is able to help so many, sending out those wonderful positive thoughts and generating that energy so others are feeling, and she helps. And then Sister Vani that shared her example of that traveling so much, yet she uses that time in such a worthwhile way by listening to classes, by listening to songs, so that she doesn't fall into that trap of being tired or having to travel so far, feeling tired. So really beautiful sharings by Sister Vani and Sister Saris. So if we do not have any more questions or any more thoughts, okay, I see there's a comment by Debbie. It's important for me to know that when I step away from a situation that day, the guest sisters truly amazing and inspiring. Okay, I will remember, generate, and to hold the awareness throughout the day. So she's going to remember and generate and hold that awareness throughout the day. So lovely, Sister Debbie. And it's really for us to take control of our mind and direct our mind in a positive way, because that generates that energy that others feel. I am able to transform the atmosphere, my attitude. When I'm dealing with others, I'm able to give them that positivity, the pure energy that is coming from myself, the being, as well as that supreme soul. And keep connecting. Stay in that awareness of yourself and keep connecting and remembering that supreme soul, so that whatever the drama is going on, the reel of the drama is continuing, that I don't get affected by those scenes, those challenges, but that I use my positivity, I use my energy of peace and calm, and I'm able to transform. So let us take a few moments and generate that energy and get ourselves ready for the day. Thank you. So sitting comfortably in that position, in that seat of awareness, the awareness of being the soul. Sitting in that awareness, that consciousness of being a peaceful soul. I let my mind create thoughts of good wishes and pure feelings. I move deep within myself and connect with that energy. That energy that transforms. That soul conscious energy that transcends the self. It is the self, the being that is shaped by the awareness of being just this point of sparkling energy, this point of sparkling light. Let me move away from the image and idea and the form of this body, because it stops me from truly connecting with the self, the being. The self rises above, transcends what is on the mind. And I'm feeling the sense of freedom. Freedom restores this to my original form as the radiant being of light. Let me experience and deeply feel my radiance. I, the soul, this being, restoring myself to the original state of being. I experience the sweet fragrance of my peaceful nature. And I feel the sweetness of my relationship with that supreme source. And in connecting and remembering that supreme being, I feel energized. I feel light. I fill my whole being with that light. That energy of light is healing. I am healing through that energy of God. And as I receive that energy, I'm able to share that energy with others. I'm able to spread that energy into the world, to nature, to the souls of the world that need this radiating light of peace and love, the sweetness of this relationship of God allows healing to take place. Feel the light moving through your entire being, soothing, sweet light. And as this light enters me, I am energized. I feel that there is hope. I feel that there is love and happiness and peace. So keep remembering yourself, the soul, this being. Keep taking care and keep the being well. Be well, stay well, and keep your connection with that supreme being, that divine source, so that we may work through the drama of life. No matter what we experience, I stay strong and well. Thank you. Om Shanti. So, thank you for being with us today. Thank you for sharing in your thoughts. But keep practicing and staying in that awareness of the self, the peaceful self, that beautiful light that is in the center of the forehead. Remember to stay in that awareness, in that consciousness of who I am, and you will stay well and connect upwardly to that divine being so that the current flows within me and then I'm able to spread that light. So from the team, Sister Devendri and Sarasben and Veni and Nithya, Sister Kumari and Sister Danielle, all of the whole team, Nita, thank you very much for being here, and all of you for being present. Have a beautiful day, and we shall see you tomorrow morning on Rise and Shine. Om Shanti. Take care, everyone. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you. Take care. And just this evening, a reminder of our meditation, 7 to 7:30, and Thursday, our talk with Brother Shantanu. So have a wonderful day. Thank you.